everyone, and welcome back to the Beauty Topics podcast. I'm your host, Chantel, and I'm so excited for you guys to join me for this video podcast today, just because, of course, if you guys follow me, I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and all those good things. So today was kind of a requested video, and I've had so many clients this past week kind of just ask me, hey, what do you recommend I pick up at the Sephora sale? Because the discount is about to go down. People get excited. So when I'm recording this, I think the sale starts like Friday, if I'm not mistaken. It'll start on Fragrance Friday. Hello. So if you're Rouge, you get 20% off. If you are a VIB, you get 15% off. And if you're just a BI, you get 10% off. Now, if you're just 10% off, honestly, I don't recommend picking up anything because that's just the sales tax down here in Texas. So if I only had 10% off, I probably would skip it altogether. And I mean, to me, like the 20% off is definitely worth it for those brands that don't offer a pro discount. As you guys know, I'm a makeup artist and hairstylist by trade. It is what I do for a living. It is how I support myself and my family. So for me, like getting discounts is imperative to keep my kits stocked at an affordable rate so that I am making sure that I stay profitable. So not all brands offer professional discounts. MAC, for example, they have 40% off, which is great. Makeup by Mario offers 30% off, which is great. So even though I do have some products down here that I suggest, from Makeup by Mario, if you're not a pro, the 20% off. If you're a Rouge, is going to be the best that you're going to get because for pros, he only even offers 30%. So that being said, I kind of want to just jump into some of these things that I highly recommend. And I'm just going to let you guys know some of the things that I'm going to be replenishing as well. So here we go. I've done enough chitter chattering. Let me show you some products. So now the Sephora collection is actually going to be 30% off. So every time they run this sale, the Sephora brand in store, you get 30% off, which I think is really great because I am a big fan of their micro smooth powders. Like this is one of their baked powders. It kind of looks like a MAC mineralized skin finish. So I love these, and getting 30% off is fantastic. It's super duper helpful because it's already pretty affordable as it is. With an extra 30% off is really great. I hope they still make this powder. I need to double check and see because I haven't purchased these in a while. I think I purchased these a new set like last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I do burn through these because I swirl that brush in and set all over the face and do all the things because I do love the nice smooth texture of these. So hopefully this is not something, I'm not showing y'all something that you can't get. Fingers crossed Sephora still has this. It was such a good selling product. I hope they still have it. I probably need to check and put it down in the description bar. I will double check, but love that from Sephora collection. I also love the Sephora liquid lipsticks. They have a great liquid lipstick formula. So check that out too. If you're in the market for some good matte lips for fall, that 30% off really helps. So I love that. Something else I highly recommend getting a discount on, be it that 20%, 15, whatever the case may be, is your Hourglass palettes. Now, this is the ambient lighting palette version 2. I go through these quite a bit. This is maybe my 5th or 6th one that I've gone through. I used to like to purchase those larger Hourglass palettes that they come out with for holiday season, but this year they kind of they went too far even for me. It's damn near $100 this year. I think the first time I bought one, it was like the first one I bought, was it $75 or $80, something like that. And I already thought that was pretty expensive at that time. And now that we're up in that $94, $95 range, I just feel like they've gone so far off the mark. Next year, I feel like they're going to be $100. So to me, I just think it's a bit much, even though they are beautiful this year. I think they're really pretty, but specifically that Fox palette kind of got me. But I did not purchase it. I'm choosing to skip out on it, even with the 20% off, just because I feel like the price point is a bit too high. And sometimes I don't go through all the blushes and stuff that are in them because I have other blush formulas that I actually like better, but I end up burning through all the ambient powders in the palette. So I'm going to just stick to these, like the ambient lighting 1, 2, and 3 that I use in my kit pretty consistently. I'm going to show you this. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can pretty much see how worn down this one is. I'm still working through this last color right here, which is so beautiful. What's that last shade? Golden Bronze Light. So the bronzer that's in there, but the first two are pretty much empty. I'm scraping the sides. I've already had to repurchase that before the sale because I can't be without it, but I will be re-upping on that with the 20% off, which is super duper helpful. Then I also highly recommend the Fenty bronzer. I love the Fenty bronzers. Okay, I wish she would come back out with that bronzer palette that she had released. That was like life. That palette was so amazing because I love to use these as eyeshadows. A lot of times in my crease, typically it's a Fenty bronzer is the first thing that I'm going to lay down before I do anything else. And sometimes I'll just lay the bronzer down and put some lashes on and call it a day. This is the shade Caramel Cutie. So this one I repurchased recently because I couldn't be without it. So this is a newer one. Beautiful formula, just they're buttery smooth the way they lay on the skin, the pigmentation of them. It's never patchy. I just absolutely love these. Look fantastic on the eyes. I cannot stress that enough. Now, I will say, Fenty runs a lot of sales on their own website, which I appreciate because a lot of times Fenty friends and family sale, you can get like 25% off or 30% off. So if you're not a rouge, I think you should go to the Fenty website or wait till Black Friday and get a better deal on it over there as opposed to getting it at Sephora. So another bronzer that I think is phenomenal is the Dior Forever, what is it? Dior Forever bronzer. This is in the shade 30. These are beautiful. They're smooth. The way they lay down, I mean, just phenomenal, beautiful, beautiful products. I highly recommend them. And it even it has a really good smell to it too. I know that a lot of people are not a fan of fragrance and makeup. So keep that in mind. If you're not a fan of that, then you probably won't love this bronzer, but you will love the finish of it on your skin and the way it melts and the way it's never patchy. And it's oh so smooth. You will love that. A really, really good friend of mine who's a phenomenal makeup artist keeps this in her kit. And I just watched her use it repeatedly. And I was like, that's it. I'm investing in these. I love them. It's an amazing, amazing product. I've seen it in action on different skin tones. It is beautiful. The way it blends over textured skin, it just makes it look so smooth. So highly recommend this. Regular price, $64. And I don't think Dior ever runs sales or deals. So the Sephora sale might be your only chance at getting a better price on this. So I do recommend picking that up during the sale. Another thing is Huda Beauty powders. I love the Huda baking powders. I love the way they set the skin, especially down here in hot Texas, even though we are having a nice day today, I must say. I love, love, love these powders. They're great for under eye setting, just setting the entire face, that oily T-zone. It keeps everything at bay. It looks great on the skin, very smoothing, phenomenal powders. And she's got some new duos too with some colors. I'm gonna have to check those out and see, but I definitely will be replenishing a few shades in my kit of this. I think regular price is like $39. And Huda does sometimes run sales on her own website, but they're kind of, to me, I think they're few and far between. And it's typically when she's changing packaging or something like that. So I would recommend going ahead and picking this up because I think that will probably be the best deal you'll get unless she's planning on something big for Black Friday. I don't know. So something else I recommend picking up. You guys already know the Danessa Myricks. Why can't I talk? Myricks. The Danessa Myricks Light Work Volume 7 palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, phenomenal. Best palette out right now. This is, to me, I'm sorry, this will be listed for my palette of the year. I already know that this is what it's going to be. Gorgeous palette, the most versatile, easy to use, just the way it's put together. I can't say enough about this. I'm not going to go on and on. I do have another episode about this, like my birthday episode, I think. But if this is in stock during the sale, grab it, grab it, grab it. You won't regret it. It's amazing. Can't say enough good things. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Okay. If you are looking for some neutral palettes to pick up during the sale, if you are just a neutral girl, you're like, look, I don't want all of that. It's got blues and purples in it. That's stuff that I'm just never going to pick up. I highly recommend the Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt and Texture and Tone palettes. You can already see, like, I've been using the heck out of this one. Who is texting me, child? My phone is just going down. Okay. My other phone, y'all. Okay. Yes, I have two phones. One for the plug and one for the load. That's right. I got two phones because your girl got to work. But I highly recommend these. If you're a makeup artist, these are phenomenal to have in your kit. If you're doing bridal makeup, headshots, this soft one is super pretty. Now, I did notice the last time I was in Sephora that they had an end cap. Okay, but on the end cap, they only had this soft palette. They didn't have the deeper one for some odd reason. So I don't know if it's online or on the app. I probably should have checked that, but I'll check and put that stuff in the description bar because for whatever reason, I only saw this one in the store. So I'm not sure what's the deal if they're not offering the other one. If they only bought into this one, I will see. But my preference is the deeper one, the dramatic palette. That is my preference, even though this soft one, I'm getting plenty of use out of it on brides so far, and it's gorgeous. Highly recommend. Get a good deal on that, definitely, if you can. Also, the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. This is another beautiful palette. Like I said, if you are a pro makeup artist, I highly suggest you go online and apply to get his pro discount. If not, and you're a rouge, take the 20%. And then I highly, highly, highly recommend these blushes from Danessa Myricks. These Blurring Balm blushes are absolutely beautiful. They're phenomenal. There are a couple colors that I do want to pick up, some of the more like chocolatey tones that I will be picking up because I just think this is an amazing formula and it's fantastic. It's not super expensive to begin with. I will say that I think Danessa's pricing is very fair because I think those blushes regular price are only $25, which I don't think is bad at all for the amount of product that you get and the way the product performs and melts into the skin. That's a great deal. Regular price, it's a good deal. So for sure with the 20% off, I'm jumping all in. I also recommend, and I will be replenishing my Huda Beauty lip liners. Two of my favorite shades are Warm Brown and Terracotta. I love Warm Brown and Terracotta. Now, these are twist up liners. I don't do a lot of twist up liners in my kit. If I'm being honest, I only do these in just a few shades just because I love the color so much. And these, like I said, they twist up, they don't sharpen. I prefer to sharpen liners because I can get that fine point. But on the end of these, they do have that little sharpener on the end of the pencil where you twist and turn it. So, I mean, that helps some to get extra little sharp crispness on the tip of that liner. But these are creamy. They're set down matte and they stay. Love those. I will be picking up another set. I already have this set right here. This is the One Size On Till Dawn Big and Bitty set. So you get the full size setting spray and then you get the travel size setting spray. And this is regular price $34. So you're getting basically this little mini size one practically for free. So love that. You know, I love a free product, but I was out, so I had to go ahead and pick this up early, and I will be grabbing another one as a backup just because I go through them pretty frequently, considering how much makeup I do in a day. I also highly recommend the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. So like I said, now, Rihanna runs good sales on her website, so always check that first before you add these to your cart. But I love these. This is the Fenty Beauty Lined and Luminized 2-piece set. So you get the liner in Riri and the lip gloss in the shade Grape Splash. And this color lip gloss was just so pretty, I couldn't pass up on it. This set's only $24 to begin with. So that's like getting that lip gloss for free. I mean, this is a fantastic deal. And then a couple of more of these lip glosses I picked up in a set that was out of like a Kohl's inside of a Sephora. I picked these up. There was one other shade that came with it that was like a mango-y color, but absolutely love the Fenty Gloss Bombs. It's a great time to replenish them in your kit if you are a rouge. And I know I keep saying that over and over. It's just, I kind of feel like it's only worth it if you get the 20%. I don't think I'd be going crazy for 10 or 15% off. That's just not enough for me to move the mark to make it affordable enough to be restocking my kit. I would basically go online to just different retailers and find, you know, as many pro discounts as possible, or I would replenish, you know, some MAC products instead or something like that, just because it has to be worth it. If you're a makeup artist, you have got to find a way to get the most luxurious, best products for your clients at the best prices possible. That's just the name of the game. That's the cost of doing business. You know what I'm saying? A couple of highlighters that I have. I'm not replenishing these, but I am picking up a couple of new shades for my kit. These are the Rare Beauty highlighters. I have the shades Mesmerize and Flaunt, and this formula is so beautiful. Selena did her big one with this formula. It's absolutely amazing. The way it looks on the skin, the glow that it gives, the glisten, the shine is so real. But I will say, when I pack these in my kit, I do put them inside of like bubble wrap because I do feel like they're a little bit fragile. So you do have to be careful with them that you don't break them. So just keep that in mind. If you're picking these up to put them in your makeup kit, you might want to have a little bubble wrap or something to kind of wrap them in to make sure that you don't break them because they are a little gentle. But when I tell you they're absolutely stunning on the skin, they're so beautiful. And to my knowledge, she doesn't offer a pro discount that I'm aware of. But if I'm being honest, I didn't actually check because they're pretty inexpensive as it is. But if she offers a pro discount, I will definitely find out and let y'all know. I will be picking up a couple of more products from Laneige. This is a Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is a limited edition one in cotton candy. That's why it's that pink and blue swirl. I absolutely love keeping one of these in my kit because sometimes when we're doing makeup on the clients, we realize, hey, their lips are pretty dry. So first thing you want to do when you sit them down is get those lips nice and clean and exfoliated if need be, and put some lip mask on to get those lips nice and supple, not subtle, supple. So that way we don't see any crusty lippy lines after the fact, okay? So I highly recommend getting a lip mask from Laneige in your kit. But I will say, if you're not picky about the scent that you get, I have been seeing these Laneige lip masks pop up at TJ Maxx for $16.99. Just throwing that out there so you can catch a deal. But I've only seen the pink one, like the berry. I think it's the berry one, the pink one. That's the only one that I've seen. But it's only $16.99, and that's not a bad deal at all. If you are in the market for one, check TJ Maxx if you happen to be in there, because that way you can get a better deal. Some other lip liners I'm a big fan of are the Makeup Forever lip liners. Well, they're versatile liners. They're for lips, eyes, all the good stuff. I predominantly just use them on the lips, but I do use that dark chocolate one sometimes as a liner and eyeliner, but the rest of them pretty much for lips. This is a little mini kit that you can get for like $39 where you get 5 different shades to try, and they're that smaller size. They're actually like a really good little purse size liner. If you like to keep your lip combo with you to touch up for the day, this is a great size to kind of have this and a gloss just in your bag. It's really cute. And it fits really nicely. But I really do like the formula of these Makeup Forever liners. I like the color shades that they have. I think they look good on a multitude of skin tones. So love that. Highly recommend. And I will be replenishing some full size ones for my kit. These little small ones are more so for like my own purse. Yes, I buy myself some stuff too on occasion. But the full size ones will be going in my kit because I need to grab Wherever Walnut and another Anywhere Caffeine, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the ones, and a Limitless Brown. So I'll be replenishing those 3 in my kit. Yeah, that's what your girl is getting. And then one other product, this Yummy Skin. Hold on, it's got a long name. Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray with Opsalite technology. This setting spray is amazing. I like to use both of these. So after I do all the cream products on the skin, I'll spray this down, go over everything with the powder, do all the things. And my last and final step, when I'm completely finished with the entire face, is I go over it with the one size. So I'll do like creams, powders, all that good stuff. Use this to kind of calm that powder down, let it melt into the skin. And very last, after I finish everything, I give a nice spritz of this one size, that aerosol, hit them with that one good time. And my clients, their makeup lasts, it's just on till the break of dawn. I mean, that makeup lasts. I have clients that be like, girl, I slept in it. I get so mad. And you know who I'm talking to? Stop sleeping in the makeup. I know it looks good, but that doesn't mean you should sleep in it. Wash it off. Wash it off. But anyway, I think that is it for what I piled up over here. I'll also be replenishing some... I will be replenishing the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. I do love that one. I'll also be picking up another Anastasia Beverly Hills, the gel. What is it? What is the name of it? It's the gel one. What is it like? What's the name of that damn? I'm looking at one over there on my desk. Anyway, there's an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. That's it. Lord Jesus, I knew it would come to me. The Brow Freeze Gel, I will be picking that up. And I love the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. So those 2 I will definitely be replenishing in my kit. Gotta have those. There's so many things that I'll be replenishing that I just don't have the package of because I've thrown it out because it's empty and I'm done with it. But I will be grabbing some, I think they have Cinema Secrets now, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll grab some Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. What else? I'll probably pick up, I will be picking up the Patrick Ta, the 6 pans. I have the light shade. I will be grabbing the medium and the deep to toss in my kit because as a makeup artist, I go through matte shadows like nobody's business. Every palette that I have, like the matte shadows are just completely swirled out the pan. They're gone. I've hit pan on everything. So we'll be picking those up. I'm super excited to try those, the medium and the dark. I do love the light one. Yes, it does have some powder kick up. I will let you guys know that there is some powder kick up in there, but I'm always the type of person that on my clients, I do eyes first and I do tap off my brush. So that absolutely does help in that case. So I will be grabbing that. And I will also be grabbing another Vanilla 28 from Kayali. Definitely got to have that. And there's some different fragrances that I do want to smell at Sephora too. Like Seven Virtues apparently has a new one that's supposed to smell like a caramel cake. I'm excited for that. I was hoping that Sephora would get that blackberry vanilla from Fleur. I know it was some kind of TikTok exclusive for a while. I don't know if that's still the case, but I would love to smell it. If they do have that available, I will be picking that up. And I also have to replace my caramel skin from Fleur because I've burned through an entire jumbo bottle of that. So I will be replacing that jumbo bottle because it is one of my absolute favorite scents. And then I will also be purchasing a Sol de Janeiro body butter in 59. I've gone through 2 of the small travel sizes and I just burned through those so quickly that I think it's about time that I just go ahead and get a jumbo and call it a day. But I think that's pretty much it, you guys. If I think of anything else, I'll drop any other recommendations. I'll drop it down in the info bar so you can check it out. If you have any questions about any products or recommendations, or if you guys are having any issues with foundation matching and things like that, I am 100% a pro at that. I have taught foundation matching for years. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please shoot them to your girl. I will happily answer. You can send that to me on Instagram at beautytopics_glam. You can put it down here in the comments. So always happy to help. And I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting my YouTube channel, for supporting this podcast, and just listening to me. I appreciate it so much. I thank you guys for tuning in. Please check me out on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, and I'll catch y'all in my next episode. Bye.